So I just recently read, oh, my fly's water. I just recently read this incredible, it's called a psychogenic theory of history. Sorry if that's a crazy word, but it has to do with women. This is crazy. And I just came across this a couple of days ago, not in preparation for Mother's Day either. It was totally, well, probably lined up by God himself, but I wasn't looking for specific things about women and mothers at all. I was reading something else, and there was reference to this theory, this research that was published in 2002 along the lines of the emotional health of nations, and how a healthy nation in its history has as healthily or, honored, treated with respect and honor and being cherished, I guess, of daughters. And the nations that mistreat daughters have been unhealthy. And so there's even like how many wars with a nation, that is tied to how they treat their daughters, not just sons. And I was like, what? And this was by a male, what's he called? He's like a historian. So I was like, what? How would this man be able to say that? I was a little intrigued. And so anyway, he has this theory, like tons of research, and looking through how daughters are treated determines the health of a culture and a nation, including like war or no war. And the reason why is because daughters become mothers, and mothers raise children, primary caregivers. Yes, men and women raise children, but I guess because women are the primary caregivers of children. And then it just kind of, it's like a domino effect. Connect the dots. So how we treat our daughters determines world peace. What? This is crazy. So now this report, just if you go search it up, feel free to go find it. But the report is really gory because it goes into great detail of just horrific events in world history. So just warning, but it's Lloyd deMause. And just type in the emotional life of nations, okay? Now, read at your own risk. You can just request a summary of the report, and it'll say that the treatment of our daughters determines the health of nations. And then I found another person who commented on this, or not just commented, but wrote a further research on this, looking at it through a biblical narrative, because this report is not a Christian worldview at all. So this what's he call himself? Neurotheologian. So he looks at brain science and everything, and he looks through the view of the lens of the scriptures, and he takes you through the Bible and all the stories in the Bible that every time a woman is mistreated who becomes a mother, you look at how then, Israel, Judah, like, it was just horrible. I'm like, oh, this is why Jesus treats women with honor and respect. Not just because he made them, but I feel like there is something very intentional now when I see how Jesus treated women and honors women. Very cool. So in light of Mother's Day, around this video, the time of this video, I just bless you who are daughters and mothers, whether biological, in the house, adopted in a household, or if you are a spiritual mother, impacting your community. I know women who have never had their own biological child or adopted child, and yet they are a mother to nations. You know who you are. And there's multiple women who will watch this video that I know personally that if you look, you have impacted nations. Wow. So bless you on this day. If you have a daughter, and please, if you have a daughter, mother-daughter strained relationship, it's not the end. It's not the end. God has a way of redeeming situations and families for his glory. Look at that sun in the window. May that be an encouragement. May he shine his light on your family line, on your community. Amen.